Hi everybody, Meg Young here. It's interesting how some of my tips have been merging into the next day's tips. I don't know if you've noticed that as well, but so today wanted to talk to you about, yesterday I said a little bit about not judging people, not assuming they're okay, don't judge them. So today I wanted to talk a little bit more about that. People deal with things in their own ways. And just because they deal with things in a way that we don't deal with them doesn't mean that they're wrong or that we're wrong. And when I was talking yesterday about being compassionate with other people and not judging them, that's a really big, important thing. Because if they're stressed out about something, they're not necessarily handling life the way they want to be handling life right now. But that includes you as well. Don't judge yourself. If you didn't respond to somebody in a compassionate way, or you were not being as nice to somebody as you wanted to be, or you're more snappy with somebody, don't judge yourself for that. When we're stressed out, we don't think as clearly. We're using our emotional mind more than our logical mind. We need to pay attention to that, and we need to try and curb it as much as possible. But we don't need to judge ourselves on it, and we don't need to beat ourselves up about it. But the same goes for other people. So when you're compassionate with them, be compassionate with you. If you're trying not to judge them because you realize that they're having a hard time, try not to judge yourself because you're having a hard time. It's easier to deal with other people. It's easier to acknowledge this in other people and to give other people a break, much more than it is to give ourselves a break. We are our own worst enemies and we are our biggest critics. So if we can take the time to say, wait a minute, slow down. Am I being realistic with myself right now? Am I doing something that is out of the logic mind, or is it out of the emotion mind? If it was out of the emotion mind, what can I do differently next time? How can I change this next time so I don't do it again? Instead of, geez, I can't believe I did it again. I didn't do something well. I should have done this better. When we're really stressed out, it's much easier to judge. It's much easier to judge ourselves, and it's much easier to judge other people. But if we take that step back and we say, take a breath, what's happening right now? Why am I feeling this way? And how do I want to behave? How do I want to act? What is the most effective way to handle this situation right now? It helps us to not judge people. It helps us to not judge ourselves. So I want you to notice that this week as well. I guess everything that we're doing this week, just notice all of this stuff this week. But notice if you're judging. And notice if you can be more compassionate both with yourself and with others. I hope you guys have a wonderful day today. I hope you're staying safe, doing what you need to for yourselves and doing what you need to for others so that we all get through this together as quickly and as safely as possible. Thank you to each and every one of you for everything that you are doing. This is not an easy time, and it's not something many people have signed up for or really know how to deal with. Ongoing crises are not something any of us have really dealt with. Anything that's been this long, none of us have really dealt with this. So thank you so much for all you're doing every single day. I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow.